Welcome back to Let's Watch Ponies. No title, so let's just get right into it again. 3, 2, 1, go. And looks like we might be having an apple situation in this episode.
Just Rich, please. And on behalf of Rich's
Or maybe we'll get more from the Rich family.
Thanks for another season shipment of Zap Apple Jam.
Probably not,
See
though.
you next time.
The show hasn't been very big on world building since it started in
Apple Bloom, did you pack
season
up
1.
the cider into the same crates as the Zap Apple Jam?
Sure did. Now that I'm getting older, I want to prove I can handle more responsibility on the farm.
But the crates aren't marked. You kept track of what went into which crate, right?
Nope.
Yep. I totally kept track of everything.
Oh, looks like there might be a little bit of a
Because
mix-up
we
with
wouldn't
the,
want Filthy Rich to get a shipment of cider when he's supposed to get Zap Apple Jam. You know how Granny feels about selling cider anywhere but on the farm. Are you sure he got the right crates?
Nope.
Sure, I'm sure.
Alright, so is,
Why don't you and Big Mac head on out to the house and let me...
So are we gonna end up having the Rich family become a competitor
If Rich the Zap Apple Jam, then what's this here?
to the apples as far as selling cider goes?
Nope.
Well, I guess sorting is not part of Apple Bloom's cutie mark then, right? Shared its magic with me. There. All I need is a little bit of it to get it synced up. I'm not very good with the singing and moving words quickly. I'm a slow speaking kind of individual. Anyway, looks like we're on to the show, and that's going to be my prediction now is the Rich family, they're going to realize they have
Granny
cider.
knows I wasn't trying to make off with a shipment of cider.
Oh, no, he's being honest.
I would never do that.
Don't worry.
Now this is apparently more about Apple Bloom messing up, maybe, or learning a lesson. Is this going to be an Apple Bloom episode situation?
Now, why in tarnation would you lie to me, Apple Bloom?
Because she was embarrassed.
Fix it before any pony found out.
Telling lies won't fix anything. Trust me, I know.
What could you possibly know about it? You've never told a lie in your whole life.
Yeah, well, sure she did. She almost crippled Granny Smith a couple seasons ago
What's so funny?
because of the Zap Apple, that fucking
sister lied so much when she was a baby, the whole family ended up in the hospital.
Flim Flam Brothers situation.
Yep.
You might as well tell her the whole story.
Oh, we're gonna get young Applejack, which
Applejack and Big Mac
maybe Applejack is always adorable,
knows
so maybe we'll get to
one
see some
now.
images of that.
Kept us squabbling over who would run the farm better.
All I'm
Here we
saying
go.
is that
Actually, she's a little
you
taller and
Bloom,
less
but I'm the one with the ideas
adorable
on
in
how
this
to run
one.
Things better around here.
Applejack, Applejack, Applejack. Ideas are all well and good, but you can't plow the field with them.
And Big
I don't
Mac
know
was
how
very
many times
talkative
I've
apparently
told
back
you
in these
that.
days.
Too many.
You two horned toads better stop jabbering and get to working. Yeah, it is better. I need you to go to town. The apple blight's been awful, and if we don't get more spray, cider season will be shorter than a dwarf crab apple tree.
It's like I was just telling Cousin Brayburn last week. Now there's a
Man.
pony who knows how to put his back into a problem.
Oh, hi there, Filthy Rich.
Just Rich, please. And I'd like you to meet my fiancée, Spoiled Milk. Honey, this is
Spoiled
Applejack
Milk,
and Big Mac,
okay.
the two
That's a rather
hearts-sweet
interesting,
ponies of Sweet Apple
You were gonna farm?
Name
How
situation.
quaint.
Acres. Oh, now, dear, be nice. Sweet Apple Acres makes Zap Apple Jam. It's one of Dad's best sellers.
You mean one of your best sellers? My amazing husband-to-be
Oh,
is running the
God.
Rich family business now. Did you know that? Well, now you do.
Don't mind Spoiled Milk. She's just proud of me. But she's
No, she's a
right.
spoiled
I'm
bitch.
in charge of the store now, and I'm just bursting with ideas I want to try.
Like what?
Well, how about this? Cider season's around the corner. Why not let me sell it for you?
That is an interesting
Okay,
idea.
is this gonna be a
Maybe it's interesting and maybe it ain't. But it's definitely not a new idea. Granny Smith told us your grandpa, Stinkin' Rich, used to ask her every year if he could sell our cider in your store, and Granny told him every year about the tradition of every pony in Ponyville lining up.
Why is it that they always gotta go with stinking or filthy or something like that as the first name? Can't they go with something a little less, insulting, you know? I realize very rich doesn't sound quite as poetic, but I mean,
Now, as I've said many a time before,
you know,
ideas are
I think you get where I'm coming from, right, individuals?
You know what? How about we give you 3 barrels of cider early, and if it sells well, we'll make a deal for the rest.
Oh, hey now, perfect. Come on, honey.
So you're gonna go behind Granny Smith's back and see how that works?
Woo-wee. I tell you, if the future means me running Sweet Apple Acres and you being quiet, I can't wait.
Well,
just can't believe
you did predict the future.
Rich without even talking to Granny.
Ah, Granny will love the idea, and then she'll decide that I'm the one who should take over the farm. You'll see.
Say what?
Applejack here had another one of her big ideas, and I think we all know my position on ideas. You can't
Plow a field with them.
Right.
No, but sometimes, at one point, a plow was an idea.
More of an opportunity. You see,
I mean, before that it was
Granny could
shovels,
get rich in
and
town.
there was a time when that was just an idea, so
And what is this
to some
here?
extent,
Opportunity
yeah, you can
for
plow a
Sweet
field with
Apple
ideas.
Acres.
Well,
It's just the
since
ability to
cider
apply
season
them that is
almost here,
important.
I thought it'd be a good idea to give him a few barrels of cider to sell at the store before the season starts.
Prepare for the death march.
Absolutely not.
But Granny, why can't we sell a few barrels of cider early to Filthy Rich? And how's it any different than when you gave Zap Apple Jam to Filthy's grandpappy to sell?
Your cider and your jam ain't the same thing. Zap Apple Jam jars preserve the flavor for moons, but cider starts to spoil the second it comes out the press. That is why every cider season, all of Ponyville lines up at Sweet Apple Acres, and first come, first served.
Well, at the same time, if you make it ready, if make it early,
Make an exception just this once.
and it's and they sell it all quickly at the store, there's no good reason
Besides,
it
cider
can't
making is
be a
every
good thing.
business, and we're probably not going to have a lot this year anyway, what with all the blight. I'm sorry, Applejack, but you's just going to have to unpromise.
Oh.
Why don't you make up some cider with those shitty apples?
You and I
Still be
both
better
know
than
we
the stuff
don't
that the
hate
Flim
to
Flam
say
brothers made, right?
anything.
Well, I've always thought that the most important thing a pony can do is say exactly what's on his mind to any pony who listens. So every pony everywhere always knows everything you're thinking.
And you don't ever have
Big
to
Mac,
listen
just
to
shut up for
anybody
once.
else.
What?
Exactly.
God, Big Mac, always running his mouth, never quiets down, always going on and on, never stops telling everybody what he's thinking, he just keeps going on and on, blabbering like... Okay.
Pretty great, huh?
The thing is, I don't think I can get you any.
What? Well, I did all this work on your say-so. We shook hooves and everything.
Well, you see, it's Sweet Apple Acres.
It's not her,
It's always been
product.
about quality, and well, your basic jam jar will
Plus,
keep...
it's been a tough harvest this year, what with all the blight.
Oh, sounds to me like you're trying to make excuses.
Oh, yeah.
Granddad dealt with Granny Smith. She kept her word. If you can't do that, then maybe our families should stop doing business together. All together.
Well done.
Now, the thing is, Rich, it ain't really up to us. You see...
By the way, I have to say the look of this store is a lot more homey and small than I had anticipated originally.
No pony.
With the name Filthy Rich, I was thinking something more big and extravagant, but
Don't want people to make
I suppose you can make pretty good money selling groceries as well.
Just because we're a little short-hooved at the moment.
Oh, my. Of course, of course. I'm so sorry. Please, let me know if there's anything I can do.
Much appreciated. But right now, we only ask for your understanding during this difficult time.
Yeah, the element of honesty has to leave you alone now.
You were supposed to tell Rich the simple truth, but instead you made things worse with a giant lie.
Well, what was I supposed to do? You heard
Fess
Rich.
up.
If I told him the truth, he was gonna stop doing business with us altogether.
Yeah, but that's only because
Well, he never said that. He just kind of implied it. And there's too much money in the Zap Apple Jam, I think, for him to give up completely.
That was only because you made promises you couldn't keep. But there's gotta be a better way out of this mess than by making up some story about Granny being sick.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
Or you could just give Granny pneumonia.
To drop by unannounced. We just wanted to come by to wish Granny a speedy.
Just leave her out. Just wait till it rains. Lock her outside. Make sure she gets sick. You know, it's always that option.
Oh, and they brought flowers for Granny on account of she's sick, like you said. Ain't that sweet?
Excuse me 1 second.
What in tarnation?
Oh, I'm sorry, Granny.
Did I say she was sick? I meant she had a broken leg. Random tackling accident.
Can you go out to the barn? I think we might have left a blight sprayer in the orchard.
Are you out of your apple picking mind? It's supper time, girl.
I know, but if we forgot a sprayer, I'd want to get it before dark. You go start counting, and I'll tell Big Mac we'll be right back, okay?
So from that moment on, I took to referring to myself as big or large or...
Oh, Applejack, your brother was just explaining why he always wears his yoke.
Even though we asked him how your grandmare is doing.
You know how Big Mac can
Grandmare,
get
that's a
talking,
thing now?
especially when he's upset. And right now, he's just as worried about Granny Smith as I am.
Dear, is she doing that?
Nah, that's just
One
Big
thing's
Mac
for sure,
bling right there. The
she
yoke.
shouldn't be seeing any pony right now.
After all,
In fact,
you can't plow a field with ideas, but you gotta have the yoke on to plow the field, right? At some point, the yoke was an idea, but you know, that doesn't make what Big Mac says wrong.
I just decided if I helped
Except
you,
that it
would
does.
go faster.
Well, you're too late.
Oh, well.
All the sprayers are here.
Oh, good. Say, Granny, when did you first fight the apple blight again?
It was my second year here in Ponyville. That was before I had the Rick on the one knee.
And others say that's how the tree...
And she'll be there and there talking with her eyes closed for hours.
It's just how I got my
And Big
goody
Mac is doing the same thing with his eyes open.
We asked when we could come back to see Granny.
Big Mac didn't want to be rude, but you just can't see Granny right now because
She's contagious.
got apple blight.
No.
I thought only trees got the blight.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
Yeah, you should have gone with the contagious
doctors
lie.
think it's from working in the orchard
That's a
for
much
so
more
many
understandable stay away thing.
years. You see, we had to take Granny to Ponyville General. We just got back right before you
Especially
showed
with
up.
that
Oh my, that is terrible.
spoiled milk.
It's
She
not
won't want to get sick
contagious,
because it'll
is
make
it?
her
I'm
unpleasanter.
Sure you'll be fine, but you should leave.
Actually, can we get her sick?
Just in
That would
case.
give me an excuse to get her away off the TV and
You're
away from
right.
everyone.
We're gonna have to hurry if we wanna
So
get
actually, I
there
do think
before
we want to get
visiting hours are
spoiled
over.
milk sick.
That's right. Wait,
Something lethal if possible.
Why, the hospital, of course. I'm sure we'll see you there.
Measles will work.
Dillonfield, the
That
rest of
measles
the
is great because it'll make
everything
her immune
got
system
worse.
weaken
What are
for
we supposed to do
years, so that
now?
way she's much more likely to
I got it.
not be
Mama said
not
you just keep right
give
in the pig pen,
birth to
and that
babies in the
was
future.
worst case of apple blight I have ever seen.
I'd love to hear more, Granny, but we gotta get to the hospital right away.
The hospital? Why? Who's sick?
You are, apparently.
What he means is you're needed at the hospital.
Whatever for.
It's the apple blight. It's starting to infect ponies now. The doctors need an expert opinion, and no pony knows more about fighting blight than Granny Smith.
Well, what in tarnation are we waiting for? Let's go!
You're.
We're supposed to
So
go
are we gonna get
into
a
this in
tale
the-
upcoming about
to
each
avoid any
pony being
in the waiting room
ridiculously
with the
anti whatever their element is? Rainbow Dash is gonna betray Equestria when she was a filly, and Cloudsdale, and Lost
Now you don't
Pegasus, and
have to worry
everything
about
in,
catching the blight.
that exists
You say so, dear.
to the Dragon
Now, you wait
Empire.
right here while I check on your presentation.
Fluttershy will be like anti-Fluttershy.
What's going on here?
Fancy meeting you two.
Someone got
here.
red ass one got spanked a little too hard.
Because I can't seem to find Granny's room. Or any nurses who've even heard about a pony with apple blight.
Granny's room. Sure. Just go down here, take a left, then a right, go down some stairs, up a bunch more stairs, through the cafeteria, left 3 more times, and then you're there. Easy as Granny's apple pie.
Aren't you coming with us?
I'll catch up. I gotta find Big Mac.
There we
Okay,
go.
Granny,
You found
just
him.
Wait here 1 second, and we can go.
Where are you two going?
Big Mac can't come. He might be contagious.
Contagious?
All right, climb up here and I'll cover you up. Then I'll bring Rich in, tell him you're Granny. You're not allowed to take the sheets off. You moan a few times, he leaves, and this whole thing is over.
This is spinning way out of control, Applejack. Now, I know you thought selling cider in Filthy's store was a good idea, but it ain't worth lying to him about Granny being sick and needing to go to the hospital, or fibbing to Granny about them wanting her to come here to talk about the blight, or...
Big Macintosh, please just listen to me for once. This ain't about my ideas. If Rich finds out about all the lies, he'll cut off ties with us and the farm will go under. Now, do you want that to happen, or do you want to help?
Why can't you be Granny? You're her size, and this is all your fault in the first place.
I would, but if I let you do the talking, you just ramble on and on until we all got caught.
Actually, he'd rambling on and on until everyone left, so that way no one would care enough to find out what's going on.
Yep.
Granny! Granny!
It's about time. What is going on around here?
Granny, they need you to wait here. I'll come get you.
Oh, there you are. We've been going in circles looking for Granny's room.
Well, you're in luck, because it's right over
You
here.
know,
And this time I'll make
Spoiled
sure
Milk, you
don't
should
get
probably
lost.
just leave this guy. He's seems like kind of a mindless loser, just going through these directions. You know, you should never marry him, never have
What now?
children with him. You should just leave and
She was
be done
right
with this
here.
relationship.
Oh no.
Just
We gotta
saying.
go.
Is that Granny Smith?
Where are they taking her?
Granny's put on some weight.
Don't lose that gurney. Granny, what are you doing? You're supposed to stay there.
It was a supply closet.
Yeah, I know.
Well, okay, come with me, but be quiet. You know, save your voice for the big presentation.
And there's Derpy getting her eyes checked over. I wonder how this LASIK surgery went. I'm sure she'll be perfectly fine. God.
I'm sorry, but you can't get any closer without a gown and mask.
But that's my brother on there.
Don't worry. This is our best doctor. She'll have your brother back on his hooves in no time.
Ugh.
Now, apple blight is a serious disease.
Well, did she say apple blight?
She said gasket mites.
And once your trunk turns red like this, the only thing to do is prune the branches.
Oh no, Granny!
Did you say prune them branches? Well, sure. What else you gonna do once the blight gets this bad?
Oh, man. Come on.
Everybody just stop. This is all a big misunderstanding.
So this is what traumatized Applejack and the not lying and you never get a... Wow. I noticing some ponies in the crowd who are like
Granny Smith? What is going on?
the same age as they are in the
Jack?
future.
That is a darn good question.
I forget her name, the purple
I'm not
one with the
sure if I was
purple
worried
hair
that no
and
pony
purple
was
hair.
listening to my ideas, or just nervous that I wouldn't be the one to end up running the farm. But I promised something to Filthy Rich that I couldn't deliver, and I was too embarrassed to admit it.
So Granny was never sick?
And there ain't no apple blight in ponies?
Nope.
Nope.
Those were all lies.
There we go.
And I thought if you found out, business with the farm. So I just kept telling more.
So she's not a doctor.
Please don't make Granny and the
No.
farm suffer for what I did. This whole thing is
You know, I thought you'd get her
my fault.
credentials
That's
before you
not
let her
entirely
do
true.
operations.
Maybe if
And
I paid more attention to what you had to say instead of talking all the time, none of this would have happened in the first place.
So-
I just need to talk less, listen more, especially to you.
Thanks, big brother. And whether it's me running Sweet Apple Acres or you, I know it'll be in good
what if
hands.
it's Apple Bloom?
Well, that's nice, but I don't know what in blazes you two were talking about. I ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Running the farm, not after this display. Not likely. And don't you go getting any ideas about cutting ties with Sweet Apple Acres, or I'm going right to your grandpappy. Get me?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, who here still wants to hear about the apple blight? Now, when I was a filly,
I can't believe you told all those lies. It's not a story I'm proud of, but it taught me a lifelong lesson about being honest. I hope you learned something too.
I sure did. I learned that no pony starts out perfect, and sometimes you gotta make a few mistakes to figure out who you are.
Yep.
But I think the most important thing I learned is who really runs Sweet Apple Acres. Granny!
you darn tootin'
For now,
Granny Pony,
Apple
when
Bloom
you're
will be
ready to
have it
get
inside a
back
week.
to work. Right after we have a glass of cider.
Oh, that was a good episode. Interesting to see Applejack's history, how she kind of became as honest as she is. Lying, just kind of digging herself deeper and deeper into a hole with bigger and bigger lies to the point where, you know, I don't think Big Mac would have allowed his leg to get cut up before he said anything, so I can't believe he let it get that far. I would have called it out a lot before that. If I were in his spot, I would have probably told someone or something long before it got that far. Overall, good episode, solid episode, 8.5. Hope you enjoyed my commentary. Like, share, comment, subscribe, but above all else, as always, of course, please have a nice day.